Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't— Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renshin be such a fool? Has he given up on defending— Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, if the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renshin to do this. Damn it. He's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well. We need to— Gods. There goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renshin. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized.
Foes and fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. A witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen. Uella, they call me. Those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land. But the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a ally. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours. But not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now. Temporary truce. Neither wants evermore Imperial. We work together. Destroy the Imperials. Then you cannot strike down spies. But my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes.
The rumors about the Empire enslaving civilians are complete. Another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer strength? That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find it?
One thing is sure, that the Reach— Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You—
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us.
What happened at Firebrand Keep was downright embarrassing. I'm glad you restored order.
I promise. Hello there. The Empire has absolutely no connection to the worm called— Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial— Hello. Yeah.
My temper is short and my blade is long.
liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Hello there.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is this excellent? Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No. Glarica. Glarica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were... Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me?
Hail.
Wretched, you bastard! I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is
Welcome
nothing less
back,
than treason.
Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repaid. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there were 1,000. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're... Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibility. I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. No matter what the future holds, Evermore is deeply indebted to you, as I am too. In times like
Tell the Queen, her reign will soon end. We are enemies again, you. The Imperial's tricks are undone, but your stone city will still fall. Through Crow's eyes, I spy you. You don't need a crow's eyes to see this. Use your own. Look north. If you do not spy my armies now, you will soon. Count your blessings. The sooner your fate is accepted, the better we will all feel. I am...
I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt, but under the circumstances, there's no time for social niceties. So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Fine, I'll give every guard a bow. I think it's time for us to do some bird hunting. First, though, if you spoke to their leader... I see. Not really much of a surprise. The Reachmen are bearing down on Northglen already. We've already sent every soldier we can spare, but there's little... Once you get there, I'm sure the Reachmen won't know what hit them. Look for Sergeant Anteve in North... Sure, he could probably use some encouragement. Tell him I'm going to promote him to lieutenant, assuming...
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, she was my first mentor and instructor. A true master of blades. She still trains young swordsmanship, but much more than that. Her teachings revolve around a trinity of...
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? The Abbey is just down the path. However, I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind, each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
What is this? The Abbey burns! Quickly! We must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
The Abbey is reduced to rubble. What will we do now?
Kasura! There!
Sahan. Intruders.
Kasura,
Cultists.
are you injured?
They attacked.
What happened?
So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
Oh, save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know. I assume everything is a trap, therefore...
In the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies! Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey!
Charge!
Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Sai, the Titan returned. Eye skyward. Here it comes.
Sai Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you. How many more of your friends must die, Sai Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
When you get there, tell all your friends who sent you back!
The day is ours, my friends. Kasura and her people have a long task ahead of them if they are to rebuild the Abbey.
Well fought. Sai Sahan travels. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? They did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy. But now that the King of Worms knows you are here, indeed, atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the Ancestral. Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
Beautiful. It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
I can feel the presence of my eye. Along with some, we both thought it would be well protected in the valley. I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my path, and I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword lies with... Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored men.
The ring is yours. Guard, thank you. But I cannot leave the Valley of Blades.
Here at Tafsahan,
I knew you would
I
lead me
pledge
to the ring
myself to the
eventually.
destruction of
Give it
Manamarco
to me.
and the liberation of Tamri. Your presence defiles this place, Manamarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude to what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
freezing lava!
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Get the ring! Rest in peace, honor dead.
Swear on the souls of my ancestors, I will avenge Manamarco's blasphemy!
The ring is ours for that you must return to the Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open the...
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult and with the undead Unsay abominations. I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others will need time to aid Kasura. I will...
Where are those scouts? I hope you're here to help me. Dureg and his Dark Witnesses attacked without warning. Any help is welcome. Isabeth was last seen advancing toward the chapel to look for Hatmi. The scouts' mission is to recover information and rescue civilians. We can't take this concoction Elgeni made. It heals and conceals, according to her. If they're injured, they'll need it.
Look here. If it isn't Strasnock's Bane, have you come down to lop off a few more Reachman heads? Smart woman. Damn glad she's back in charge. Who'd have thought Duke Wrenchant was going to sell us all out? I'm expecting you to come back here with at least a few Reachman heads hanging from your belt. We can mount them on the city walls. No? But damn! That stupid Nord! He was in on Duke Wrenchant's plan, wasn't he? She said that? Well, I'll be an Argonian's uncle. I thought I'd be sergeant forever. Maybe I can afford that new mace after all.
What in Moloch's name took you so long? You think I got time to sit on my arse out here? It's the damn mage, of course. I told you. Working for them always gives me a headache, and this one's a real piece of work. I got here and the stupid mage... If an orc was in charge, Camlorn would have never fallen to a bunch of mangy werewolves. Can you believe this? The fool's turned himself into iron. It's like a practical joke. I keep expecting my boss to step out from behind a rock and just tell me he wanted to stop me from taking him away. Said some stupid drivel about emotions. If there's one thing I hate more than magic, it's emotions. Can you just deal with it?
Hello there. I suggest you don't try to pick me up. You'll only injure your back. Don't ask for any long-winded explanations. No choice. That brute was going to forcibly remove me from the ruins, and I can't leave yet. I have to get my emotions back under... Precisely. My emotions are gone. Fear, anger, happiness, sadness, they got away from me, in the literal sense. It's this alien relic here. It's a gateway into the Solacely dream state. But by the time I realized it, my emotions were already gone. Yes, you could go into the dream state and convince them to come back. You'll have to upset them, though. Drive them to experience their counterbalanced state, anger to fear.
I can't believe this. You're just gonna lie down and take a nap?
Hello there! I'm so glad you came by. I think I'm about to make a new friend. I don't know about you, but when I make a new friend, I like to have a celebration. Buttons does too. Buttons and I are favorite friends, but there's always room for one. Oh, my grandmother gave me Buttons as a pet when I was just a little boy. We were inseparable. When I was little, he carried me on his... Hey, you stop that! You're hurting Buttons' feelings. You're hurting my feelings too. Did you see how gray it is here? Everything is gray. Just like my life. One long... I don't know. I was hoping you knew, but now I'm disappointed again. I always tell people how bad... You're fobbing. You expect me to believe that you really want to listen to all my complaining? You must think I'm a fool. Now that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You think if I stop talking about it, it'll just go away? Like that's some secret trick to dealing with sadness. That's just hysterical. What are you looking at? Did I say you could look at me? I don't think so. I don't even want you sharing my air. You're a festering boil on the lip of reality. Oh, tell me you didn't say that. Tell me I didn't hear that right. How would you like a staff blast? Please, no more! You're really scaring me now! I'm going back to Anatoly! Don't! Please! You're going to eviscerate me, I just know it. I don't want to be eviscerated. It sounds awful. Because I had a nightmare, and someone told me they were going to eviscerate me. They described it in great detail, how they were going to cut me open and let all my... Then it wasn't a very funny joke. My father was eviscerated, as a matter of fact. Oh, now you're making jokes about my mother. Now you've done it. Now you've made me mad. For some reason, looking at you makes me want to vomit. My emotions just feel like they're going to burst out and run away again. Overall, though, I think so. I won't know for sure until I get home to my wife. Come to think of it, she's very similar to this Iliad relic. She's old and strange and brings out all of my emotions. Regardless, though,
So when I saw you go down for a nap, I decided this partnership was over. I certainly didn't think you were doing your part. Then the mage suddenly stands up and says he's ready to go, and that I have you to thank for it. All right, I don't need to hear any more. I'm not gonna pretend I understand any of this, and I don't really want to.
Reachman, filth! You're no Reachman. Stendar's finally seen it. He did? Not Isabeth? I'd hoped she'd gotten the others to the camp by now. She rescued a Weirus. And a villager named Laetiel. Yes, one of the women of the woods. I was taught never to trust them, but Isa thought they could help us retake North—
Thank you. I hope to see you back at the camp.
Jenny's outdone herself.
Another one. Curious. What do you want? She was here. She returned our sister to us, so we are in her debt. The other has a sickness within her, of an unknown kind. We will keep the sick girl away from the land, lest she...
Weir's hysteria let you in? I trust she had good reason. Ah, you seek this child. She goes nowhere. It's a seed for certain. Though what the Dark Witnesses have cultivated in the fields of Northglen. Watch and remember what you are about to see. First, I'll expose the corruption. Look, you can see it plainly. Now to see if I can purge it. Foul creature, be gone! Oh, that didn't go as planned. Disturbing, to say the least. So the Dark Witnesses would turn us all into their puppets to reinforce their army and take Evermore. We can't allow that to happen. I tried to draw out the evil, but my spell agitated it, transformed her into one of those abominations roaming North Glen. Small wonder we've seen no prisoner. The Evermore soldiers? And why should we trust them? If we left the Viridian Woods, they'd cut down our trees in days, and mine the take this rune to wither the Reachman's markers in the fields, then cut off Dureg's head. Prove yourself on our side as well, and she left. Said she had to search the farmhouses. Are you stalling, or do you truly believe we can trust the soldiers of luck be with you? We'll journey to Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps this land used to be theirs, and not so long ago. They're here to reclaim it. It's why whatever the Dark Witnesses are using, it consumes the victim. Had this child lived, she would have attacked. We've been observed. Yes, we believe a seed is forced inside. It takes root within the Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps remnants of power.
the love of Mara, I didn't think I'd see the end of this day. Did Captain Gaercroft, my father, send you? I know Durake's plan. He has stores of seeds he plans on using to turn the innocent into pawns for his— I'm badly injured. Whatever Durake was doing to me, probably trying to implant one of Elgeni's, I bet. This will do nicely. Once you've destroyed the stores, use what's left trying to implant me like the rest. He said he was adding me to his ranks. I recognize it. And it's one of Elgeni's best. The poultice does more than heal. It grants invisibility. No. I only found one survivor. And then Glenmora Weird wouldn't let her go. You don't know him. He only acknowledges me when I'm doing something wrong.